part of Marks, and I'm a full-time wife, mom, career lady, and eventer extraordinaire. Eventing is the horse triathlon, where the same horse and rider combination have to go through 3 separate phases in order to compete. The first phase is dressage, and that is where you do the flat work and you focus on the training of the horse. And the second phase is cross country, and that's where you get to gallop full out in the middle of the field and jump huge fences, and that really tests the riders and the horses' trust in each other. And then the last phase is show jumping, and that's where you're back inside a controlled arena with show jumping fences that you get penalized if you knock them down. It tests the overall fitness of the horse. I'm considered an amateur with my riding because I don't get paid to train horses, and I don't get paid to teach other people how to ride horses. I do most of the training on my own horses. That's not really that normal for most amateurs. Most amateurs do partner up with a professional to be able to train, but because I also have a full-time job and I've got 2 young kids and chickens and a pig and dogs and 3 horses, I do all my own training here.
My name is Rylan Marks and I'm 9 years old.
My name is Reese Marks and I'm 5 years old. And I'm almost turning 6.
Mommy does dressage and show jumping at cross country.
Like Mommy, jump and get ribbon.
She doesn't win every time, but she's still real good. We moved to our city because my mom is closer to her job than she was in Denton, and we have more room for our horses. Yes, I like living in the country because we have a lot of land and you can own all types of animals. We have 14 chickens, 4 cats, a pig, 2 dogs, and 3 horses.
One day I might be an eventer.
Maybe someday I'll compete like Mom, I don't know. I want to ride horses because it's fun. I have a lot of things I'm focusing on to do, so I might compete like Mom, maybe not. Who knows?
Yes. Ooh, yes. She can jump a little free. Number 2.
Oh. Oh.
Oh yeah. Whoa. What's that was? The horse can jump that one. Do not fail.
It's a lot of work, but my mommy loves it and I think it's good.
Hi, my name's David Marks and I'm married to an eventer.
I would say every eventer loves cross country the best because eventing is the only sport where you actually get to show cross country. There's show jumping only, there's dressage only, but we're the only ones crazy enough to run cross country.
Eventing is crazy. It's hard, it's strenuous, it takes all weekend when you're performing in a show, and I'm just incredibly proud of her.
I love cross country because it's very freeing. You get out there and the horse gives you wings, and you get to run and you get to jump and you get to pull. You literally get to put your life in the hands of your horse and vice versa, and it's just fun. It's fun to get out there, and for the 6 or 7 minutes you're out on that field just running around cross country, there's nothing else in your head but that horse and that ride.
Yeah, I mean, I worry sometimes because the actual cross-country part is, or can be, pretty dangerous. Those obstacles and jumps don't move, and one mistake and could be pretty bad.
I would say when you get into any horse discipline, you're looking at the stereotypical people that maybe have a little bit more money than the average person, because horses can be very expensive. How we've been able to make it work and make it affordable for us is actually having a property with land, so we take care of our own horses. When you look at other disciplines of riding and everything, and people are boarding their horses full-time, they could be spending more than what it costs to put an infant in daycare for a month just to take care of their horse, which then it gets very, very pricey. That's not necessarily the overall view of an eventer. Eventers are a little bit more down and dirty than that, but when you're looking at your hunters, your jumpers, your dressage barns, those are the ones that have the people with the full-time boarding horses.
It definitely affects the choices we make. We moved from Denton to Royce City because we could get more land, and we need land for the horses. And there are other reasons. It's closer to Marta's work. From Denton, it was taking her over an hour and 15 minutes one way. So living here in Royce City, it only takes her about 30 minutes to get to work. And that's a huge advantage when you're trying to squeeze in a ride at the end of the day. I married into it, so I knew what I was getting into, but it can be expensive, and we do it as economically as we can. We do without some things, like we've got 5 acres and I don't have a tractor to take care of it. It makes it a little difficult pushing out 1,100-pound round bales, but we manage. Another thing we do is to buy hay right out of the fields. We don't go to a feed store or have it delivered. We look at everything economically and do it as cheaply as we can without hurting ourselves or the horses.
It's hard to squeeze in my riding, I would say, and there are definitely times where I've missed a soccer game or I've missed a hockey practice or something like that so that I can get my ride in for sometimes just that week. My goal is to ride both of my main horses 3 times a week, and I would say on average I maybe get to do twice a week just because it's really, really hard to fit that time in. So sometimes it's at the sacrifice of my kids not having their mommy around, and sometimes it's definitely the sacrifice of my husband having to take care of the kids without me, just so that I can get on the horse. And some days are perfect, like today when the kids are outside playing with the neighbors and I'm able to ride my horses and watch my kids outside and play at the same time, and that's my happy place.